Hello, I'm here with Joey from Anthrax. Hello, Joey.
Good, how are you today, man?
Yeah, not too bad.
Fucking YMCA live, baby.
Yeah. So how are you feeling? We're in Nottingham at Rock City. You're on tour, which is always nice. Do you enjoy touring and going around the country and doing all that?
I love playing live. I love the audience. I love seeing people enjoy the music. That's what we do, you know. I mean, on the road, you have to adapt. You have to just get in the whole situation. Whether you're packing a bag and, you know, getting on a bus and sleeping and waking up and just starting your day in a different city, and it's just not like being home, you know. We've been doing it for a long time, so you just learn how to do it, you know. And I think most people that don't want to do it, they know real quite quickly that it's just not for them, you know. I've seen people like get homesick after a week, especially when I've done some stuff on my own. They just they can't see it. It's just, you look at a calendar and go, wow, you got to be away for that long, and you just can't let go. I think I want to go home today. You know, I'm done for an afternoon. You can't. So you got to be really interested in doing it and working hard at it, because it's an everyday, all day long. It's the whole day.
Of course, it's not just the night, is it? It really is living that lifestyle.
Yeah.
What comparisons would you say there are from recording music in a studio? So obviously, maybe if you in the working up, building up to an album, what do you maybe prefer it there or going live? And how do you think it feels singing? So when you're doing that in the studio, do you feel different to when you're doing it live? Do you get a more because of course, if you never do it in the studio, then you can never do it live.
I love both, and I think, you know, obviously in the studio you're creating something from the start. You can rearrange it, you can change it, you can keep it, you know, do all these kind of things and make it. You can layer it, you can do all kinds of cool stuff and make something come to life. Then you get to try it live, and then you can really master it in a live situation. So they both go hand in hand for me. I love the studio because, I mean, you just walk away and, like, even during the day, I'll come up with something that we've been working on, and I go, wow, that sounds cool. And let's keep it, you know, and it's that fast sometimes. Most every day I do one song a day, you know. And we just MP3 it now, and it's great. But I do like them both, and live is obviously it's a lot more challenging in a different way because you get one shot, you know, and you got to try to, you know, do whatever you can to be in key and stay in time and all that good stuff and make it sound really cool. But I just love it because you can kind of branch away from the tune, and I kind of keep it the same, but I also kind of play around. I kind of reach for a few things, or, you know, to maybe give it a little extra this or that, you know. So
now, Anthrax as a band has been hugely popular for around about 30 years now, over really. What do you think it is, and this can be from your personal viewpoint, that has made it so strong and makes people still want to come to an Anthrax gig? And let's not forget to mention, you still get stuff in the charts. I'm not sure about in the US or anywhere else, but in the UK you still got a very, very strong and loyal fan base. What's that like, and why do you think it's kept so strong?
I just think we stay in course and what we're supposed to do, and we do it with the best intentions, and we're always striving, and we have a lot of ideas, and there's many things that we can do as a band because we have a lot of different influences and stuff. So we're versatile in our own way, but yet we're playing better. Everything I think is better, and I think we're just that much interested in doing it well, and it's great. You don't have a lot of people just kind of like being indecisive or not wanting to do it and feeling bored or not influenced anymore or encouraged to do it. You know, there's none of that. So I think that the strive is there. And we're just capable of doing something really good, and I think people are feeling it and seeing it. That's all I can think of, you know. I don't know what. Other than that, we're just being ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't think we're really even doing anything. It just gets better, I think, and it's nice. It feels good to be doing it well. Otherwise, it's kind of like, ooh, you know, maybe we shouldn't be doing this kind of thing. You know, some people might not be able to achieve what they were thinking they could do, and just can't reach it.
And that's that's what you've got then. Obviously, if you keep going.
It seems to be the answer for me. I can't think of any other secret. There's really none. There's none to speak of for me, anyhow.
And what's it like when you play play albums in full that were recorded a long time ago? Because you can never recapture. Well, you can recapture it if you wanted to, writing that album again and recording it all again. But you'll never be able to recapture that. So is that why you play it live? You do tours where you play that album live as well as new stuff. Do you think that because some bands can be quite against playing old tunes that people just come for and they like to play new stuff, but what's your kind of viewpoint on that? Is that why you play albums in full, old albums? Do you kind of understand?
I'm not really sure why we play anything in particular. We just pick whatever we want. As far as doing the whole album, I didn't initially come up with the idea, and I maybe because the album did so well, and why not? It's very. You don't see it that often that people are playing an album in its entirety. Lately I've been starting to see a little bit of a trend of that. It's great that anybody even wants to hear the whole record now that you can just listen to a couple songs and I didn't even know they had any other songs, or I didn't know they had other albums and all that kind of stuff. And it's fun to play older stuff. Obviously, it's not new stuff, so we have to go back in time. And some of it we had to even relearn, I enjoy doing it. Obviously, some of the arrangements, wow, could have done something different. You start thinking of things you could have done with the record. It happened so fast, so there's a lot of things I'm sure I could have done. But then I'm not saying that what we did wasn't good, It seems to stand up. I know when I listen to an album I love and I can listen to it all the way. I mean, how cool is it when I get to hear a whole record? I'm like, man, from here to here, it's awesome. So I'm just happy to be able to do it. It's not hard to do it, I mean, again, if somebody was to go back in time and try to do it and they can't do it, then, I don't suggest trying it, because some people might not be able to sing it or even be able to play it or even care to play it or even hate it, I mean, if you hate it, geez, you're in trouble. You ain't doing that. You're not playing that record. We don't dislike it. It's definitely challenging too. There's a lot of moments and the arrangements are different than what we might have done now. Some parts are long. Shit, there's some that have no vocals for a minute or two. Where you would already been into the chorus almost at a point. And
you say maybe you have to go back and relearn these songs that you were so far. You probably played them a lot back then. What did you have to do a lot of that for this tour? Or I mean, maybe you've been doing it for a bit, or what did you have to do those kind of?
We had about 4 songs that we hadn't played a lot, so we had to brush them up, but it wasn't much. We 2-3 times going over them, not like hours and hours of stuff. I mean, just making sure that everybody comes in sort of prepared, or prepared basically all the way through. We pulled out a couple new ones from the newest album to play because we do open for ourselves, so we play a set before we even hit the Among the Living. So, and we hardly ever rehearse. We just did a cruise and we rehearsed in one of the end of rooms in the front of the boat, for a couple hours, and just got everything together. And as we go each night, it gets better and tighter, but. You just need to just hit them up again. For me, I just listen to them. I get the arrangements, make sure I remember how the songs go. It's not so much how to sing them; it's just how the arrangements are. So I know that I'm supposed to sing after that comes up, and then the next part, and So that's the main thing for me generally.
Now, your most recent album. As I say, it was released. It was released. Was it last year or the year before? I can't remember now. We're in 2017.
Was it April last year?
And
I'm right.
How do you think that was? How do you think that was received by people? Because as I say, you must be used to it now. Releasing an album, you've put a lot of work into it, and then you've got to wait to see what the fans think. How do you is it quite intense when you kind of like? What are people going to think of it, or are you kind of past caring now because this is the music that you like making?
Well, I mean, we certainly care. I mean, your expectations are, in your own mind, you're hoping that people are going to dig it. I mean, I don't know of anybody that doesn't feel that way. And there's people that do it, and if you don't like it, I like it, so what? I don't think we think that way at all. We really want it to sound good. But we also stick to our own style. We don't try to, we got to do this because these guys want us to hear it. They want to hear that or something. We just, whatever comes up, and that's kind of where we're going with it. And I think a lot of people like the album a lot. I mean, from what I gather, and I don't do a lot of research. I just, I hear what people say. I see some charts and stuff, and it's way different now, what is success, and or what is popularity, or there's so much different ways of learning how to get, or finding a way to listen to music, or getting it for whether you buy it or free and all that stuff. So numbers are way different now. I mean, maybe if I looked at the charts now and what we've sold, and you put that into 1986, you might think, holy cow, that's going to be big. So I don't know. I guess I think it's successful, and I think it's doing fine, and I think the album has some really good moments on it. So and sonically it sounds awesome too, like our last album. So that's a good thing, and I like the performances on there.
And what's coming next then? So what have you got more plans? So you're on tour now. So wait till the tour's over. But are you constantly writing? Are you constantly in making new riffs and things like that? What's the kind of what's the scope?
Touring is like the main goal right now. We just started this one. We're actually on show 4 of a 6-week run, and then 11 days off, and we'll go out for another 6 weeks in the States. So we're really in a mode of just back-to-back nights of touring. I haven't really even talked to anyone about any riffs or writing an album right now. I don't think there's any of that going on that I know of. And whether somebody has woke up this morning and had an idea and they put it on their laptop or their phone or whatever, but other than that, we're just everyday touring right now, and that's enough, I would think, and that's for anyone really. But I could come up with ideas also when I'm on the road too, but as of right now, nothing that I know of.
Yeah, of course, that's fair enough. One final question, which I tend to ask to all of the musical artists I interview. Would you be able to name one musician that is everything, the absolute pinnacle of music for you, as a person, as a vocalist, sort of just one musician that you could cite as favourite, maybe?
That's tough. I got 100 of them, or maybe should I say I got 20 or 30 of them that I can name, and I'm a drummer and a singer at the same time, so I could throw up drummers and singers and feel quite happy about it. I mean, there's such a genre of music I love. I like anything from hard blues to good kick-ass fusion, and then rock and classic rock is like my core of like loving melodic singers. There's so many good things out there, and if I name one, I'd be like, wow, I forgot him and him and him and her and him and him. So I don't know. That's a tough one, man. Really. I like a lot of old school singing. I love anything Zeppelin, Rush, Journey, Foreigner, Bad Company, Queen. It's just there's too much, really. I love all that. Good straight up, good quality, classic, good rangy, kick-ass vocals, and drums. I mean, God, there's way too many. Keith Moon and John Bonham and Neil Peart and Roger Taylor. It just I'm leaving many people out.
Yeah.
Especially there's a wide range of music, like I was talking about. I can name drummers from the early fusion stuff that they're still around, that are way out of the picture for some metalheads that might not have even heard of, and like, holy cow, what's that guy on? Or so I like listening to a lot of different music because it kind of inspires me a lot more than just one style. Even if it's just pop or classic, just mellow, melodic kind of stuff too. There's instrumentals. I mean, God, there's a lot of that out there too. So it's just about a good arrangement and a good song. That's really what I'm into too. It's just something that's really good quality.
That's fair enough. There's a lot. There is a lot to choose from. So
Yeah,
I'll let you.
Stuff when somebody give me your top 10 albums, I'm like, oh fuck. I don't know. I can give you 20 top 10 albums. You know, there's a lot of good stuff out there, which is awesome because that keeps you going. You know, when you like a lot of good music. I think people that listen to just one genre, there's not enough to expand on. You know.
Fair enough. Well, Joey, thank you very much for letting us chat to you.
I appreciate you guys being interested in the band. You know? It's good.
Yeah. Good luck with the show. Good luck with the tour.
Well, thank you. Cool. And, I hope that you get a chance to see the show if you're gonna hang. Are you gonna be here for the show?
Yeah, if that's a possibility.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. Well, great.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate that.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you.